Hi all, my name is Vidya Vijayan, Assistant Professor, VWorks Software Development Department. Today we are going to dealing with the topic operating system. Okay, before going to this topic, I will give some examples for operating system. Here we can see that some examples for operating systems: Windows, Linux, Ubuntu, Mac OS X, that is iOS, and Android. I think we all heard about operating systems. Some examples are these ones. Okay, Windows are mainly most of the people are using this Windows operating system, and Linux and Ubuntu are mainly two important open resources. Linux and Ubuntu. Mac OS X is used in Apple products, and iOS is in iPhones, and last one is Android. We all using mobile phones. Okay, in any smartphones, the operating system is Android. Okay. Okay, why we are using operating system? Actually, computer speaks. The user computer interaction is like we can say that the computer speaks in zeros and ones. Okay, if we want to communicate directly to the computer, the concept operating systems comes. Okay, if we want to communicate directly with the computer, the operating system will help us. Okay, what is operating system? Actually, there are some definitions. Program that you interact with computer is an operating system. The operating system is the program that manages the computer hardware, also provides a basis for application programs and act as an intermediary between computer user and computer hardware. There is another definition too. Okay, together the operating system and computer hardware forms a complete system that determines what your computer can do. Okay, these are the examples. We can discuss about 1, 2, 3 and these 4 definitions. Before going to that definition, we can consider one basic structure of computer system. Okay, this is the basic structure of computer system. Okay, in this figure we can see the in the bottom we can see that computer hardware. At the top we can see operating system, then system or application program, then some application programs, and user 1, 2, 3, 4 up to n. Okay, in the bottom level we can see computer hardware. Computer hardware consists of resources like CPU, memory, IO devices. IO devices are input output devices. Okay, so computer hardware consists of what are the resources? Resources like CPU, memory, input output devices. We all know about input output devices. Okay, the next one is operating system. We can say that operating system is a kind of system, software system program. Okay, not bother about it. Second one is application program. Some of the application programs are word processor, spreadsheets, compilers, text editors, web browsers. Okay, then last one in the top level we have user 1, user 2, user 3, user 4 and user n. Okay, suppose the user 1, the user 1 need to write anything in word processor, that is MS Office, Microsoft Office. Then if there is no operating system, okay, if there is no operating system, then user 1 need to explicitly contact with the computer hardware and to say that please load the code. Please load the code of word processor from secondary memory or secondary memory, secondary storage system to primary memory. So and please display. And the user need to explicitly say that the computer hardware to please open the display. Okay. Next, the user need to type anything in the word processor. Then user need to explicitly need to ask the computer hardware to save anywhere in the memory. So user need to explicitly need to tell to the computer hardware to do these things, to do this kind of things. So it is very tedious. So if there is an operating system, the every actions the operating system will do. Okay, so the operating system, we can say that operating system is act as an interface between computer hardware and computer user. Okay, so our first definition, we can say that operating system is a program that you interact with the computer. Okay, next one is program that manages the computer hardware. Computer hardware are the resources like CPU, input output devices, and memory. Okay, then it also provides a basis for application programs and act as an intermediary between computer user and computer hardware. Okay, it acts as an intermediary between computer hardware or computer user. Okay, this is operating system. Okay, computer hardware are resources, consist of resources like CPU, memory, input output devices. System programs are used to directly modify. Okay, directly modify or directly gives some commands to the computer hardware. Next one is application programs. Application programs are used to perform some specified task. Okay, for example, word processor, spreadsheets, text editors, web browsers are some examples for application programs. And last one is uses. Okay. Without OS, I already said that if there is no operating system, the user need to tell each and every process to computer hardware. So if there is operating system, each and every process will be taken care of operating system. Okay. These are the functions of operating system. As I already said that it is an interface between computer user and a computer hardware. It acts as an interface between computer user and hardware, and it allocate resources like CPU, memory, and input output devices. Okay. Last one is management of memory and security, etc. Memory means there are different types of memories: primary memory, secondary memory. If a program need to run, then the program must be fetched into primary memory. Okay. Then interface between computer user and hardware, application allocation of resources, management of memory, security, etc. There are different types of operating systems, that are batch operating system, time sharing operating system, distributed operating system, network operating system, real time operating system. This topic will be discussed in the next session. Okay. Today we discussed about why the operating system. Okay, what are the needs of operating system, what is operating system, basic structure, without OS what will happen, and functions of operating system, type of operating system. I think all you get this topic. Thank you.